sweet potato and squash soup. For this we are taking 4 sweet potatoes, 1 medium-sized squash, 1 medium-sized onion, squeeze of lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper. So as well, we're going to have a stock cube here. Is sweet potato, cooking on an electric hob. So I've got that heated up, peeling the sweet potato. As you do that, you can boil a little bit of water for the stock, for the soup. Now we're going to attack the squash, which is a bit more challenging. We're going to get the olive oil. So we're just going to take an onion, top and tail it. Take the top off it, take the tail off it like so, and we've got the heat on over there, on the electric heat. We're cooking on an electric hob. Try not to begin with, try not to have the heat on too high, especially if you're cooking these onions, because what will happen is the onions will burn in the pan. So put the heat on a little bit, cut, nicely chop up your onion. On the heat, get some olive oil in there, a wooden spoon. The soup or any time is if you could overcook the onions, or even burn them, then it actually affects the whole taste of the soup. Often people fry up garlic as well at this point, but that's a mistake because the garlic will burn often, and then you won't really get a taste. Garlic needs to go in at the end, so you toss the onions up like that. Well, that's your sweet potato, like so. Now those onions started browning a little bit, so we can start putting these in. But take out the seeds inside the squash with the spoon or something like that. Taking them out. Another good thing, actually, I don't have it, but is coconut. You know, you can, a little bit of coconut goes really well with squash soup. Okay, so that's how it's looking at the moment. Then at this point, get the salt, pepper, mix that around like so, and I sometimes add a little bit more olive oil, just a little bit. I'm going to let those vegetables saute for a short time. The old lemon, small amount of that lemon, taking the pips out. Just a bit of squeeze in there. Mix it up. I'm going to put a whole stock cube in this when it's ready to go. So I'm going to leave that to saute for about 5 minutes. While I do that, I'm going to clear up the kitchen, be back in 5. I'm going to put in a little bit of oregano, shake of that, a bit of baz, and a little bit of paprika. Just give it a bit of a kick. Mix those around. So we've got a mixed vegetable. I'm going to turn the heat up now from 1 to around 3 or 4. We've got a mixed vegetable stock cube. So a purist may say you need to mix this up in a jug and so forth, but not me. Simply take the cube like so and add water. So what we've got there, just over maybe, well, let's go 1. Just pour the water in, just so it covers the vegetables really. You know, don't really go for measurements, just go with the feel of it really. Let's have a closer look. So it's just covering the vegetables, the water. Yep, just covering the vegetables. Now get your stock cube and just break it up into the soup. Stir that around. That's it. Once that's done, then put it on 3 or 4. Get your lid and let it cook. I'm going to put this on a slow cook. Probably, I mean, in theory, it could be done in 20-30 minutes. But I'm going to put it on a slow cook for, well, it's probably an hour of that soup cooking. Started off on 4 on the electric cooker. Probably come back in about 10 minutes and then I'll turn it down and just let it bubble away. So 5 minutes later, let's see how we're getting on. It's actually bubbling away very nicely in there. Yeah, just giving it a start. Get it heated up in there. Soften up the vegetables a little bit. I'm going to turn it down from 4 to probably around 3. And we'll leave it again and it's settled down on a heat 3. Settled down just enough to cook nicely while being under control, not losing too much water. I'll put a little bit more salt in there as well. Give a bit of taste. The squash itself is almost cooked. It's already cooked. Both these vegetables cook quickly. You don't have to leave them too long. So now what I'm going to do, put the lid on, and I'm going to turn the heat right down to a 1, and I'm going to leave it. It's on a low heat. Cooking very nicely. Just have a taste. Yeah. It's done. So, in this kitchen, we don't really have, well, we don't have a blender. You know, soup blender. You can get these with the brilliant electric that you spin round. So we're going to go with the old-fashioned masher. While it's cooking, just turn it into a bit more of a soup. It's going to be a chunky one, as they say in the restaurants, you know. Chunky sweet potato and squash soup. So I've got that nice and mushed, and Gonna leave it now. Just simmering away. We don't want to overcook it and destroy the flavours. So I'm gonna leave it for another 5 minutes, which will take it 3 to half an hour on that heat, and then I'm gonna actually turn it off. Okay, so we are back 5 minutes later. So all in all, it's been cooking for half an hour now. We're ready, almost ready. So I'm just going to leave that now and let it stew. Let it just heat away. Still, you know, it'll take the hard, 10 or 15 minutes to cool down. And just let that soup simmer down. And we'll serve it up in around 15 to 20 minutes. So, here we go. We've got some toast. Butter up this toast to go with this healthy soup. Butter it up and let's just give that soup a try. Oh yeah. Give it a little bit more pepper. That sweet potato, of course, adds that, gives that flavour, thickness. So try it at home. Enjoy it. Enjoy this healthy, delicious, very easy, simple dish to cook. Okay, I'll see you soon.